Hello everyone, today is the day 9 of the training and here are some assignment questions. So the first question is explain testing pyramid in your own words with an example. So what is testing pyramid? So testing pyramid can be also known as test automation pyramid. So here in this we see that what there are different stages of the testing who like a developer and a tester should perform. So the main the main motto of this testing pyramid is to ensure that whatever code changes you're making that should not impact the existing functionality. So there are three stages in this testing pyramid. The first one is the unit testing, second one is the integration testing, and third one is the end-to-end testing. So in unit testing, you're going to only test a particular unit. So as it is the base, like the first step in this testing pyramid. So here you're going to test only a particular unit. So it is very essential and it is quite quick if you're performing uh, testing. So you'll be able to see the output in a very less time. So the second one is the integration testing. So integration testing, it tests the entire, not the entire software, like the external components. So the external components might be servers, APIs, database, and all the external components with this code, how it is reliable to these external components are tested in this integration testing. And the third one is the end-to-end testing. In end-to-end testing, we are testing the entire software, how the entire software is working, how everything is working. We are going to check it in end-to-end testing, and end testing it is quite slow. It doesn't give in output. Whatever, if you're performing testing on end-to-end, it doesn't give output in a it gives output in a very less time compared to other two testing techniques. So the second question is explain the difference between white box and black box testing with an example. So to perform a black box testing and a white box testing, there are few methodologies to know. Like a black box testing, in black box testing, what we are going to do, a black box testing can be performed by a person who doesn't have a technical knowledge, who doesn't know anything about the code, how the code works. If the person who doesn't know anything related to all of this, even then they can perform a black box testing. And the person who is performing a white box testing should have a knowledge of the technical things, how they work. They should have the implementation techniques, how the code works, everything they should know, the person who will perform the white box testing. So black box testing is also known as the system testing, and white box testing is known as the structural testing. So black box testing is done by a tester and white box testing is done by a developer. So the person who is performing black box need not know the programming concepts. White box testing people, they need to know, have this code works. They should have some knowledge of programming. So these were the differences which I explained. So the third question is what are non-functional tests? Explain with an example why a particular testing is non-functional. So what is a non-functional testing? So non-functional testing are something which are not related to functional testing terms. Non-functional are other aspects of a software. They can be like how security perspective, and how reliable the software is, uh, how much scalable it is. So these are some non-functional parameters and these are not related to technical terms. So let us look at the non-functional parameters. So here are some non-functional parameters, and if these all are not so much clear, it is not good for a client side view. So non-functional testing is also very important, uh, very important to perform. And because it is here we are going to even check how much percent of security your system is getting, so how much reliable is your software. These all things are being checked here, so a non-functional testing is very important. So the fourth question is, what is stub and drive in unit testing? Explain with an example. So what is a stub? A stub is a replica of a module that collects the data and develop many possible data. It executes like an actual module, and it is mainly used to test the module. So what is a drive? So drive established. So drives are something they communicate they communicate with this they communicate this the drive. It establishes the test environment and it takes care of the communication. It estimates the results and sends the report, and it also sends the reports. So to explain this, I have taken an example. So let us consider four modules P, Q, R, and S. So they perform individual activities. So P performs the login page of this web application. So Q performs home page of this web application, and R performs print setup, and S performs logout page. So if the development of this module P is done, so you need to, after developing the module P, you need to simultaneously test that it is working fine or no. So after development is done, so you are testing it. So you are testing how the login page of this web application is working. So in connection to this, after once you log in, when you press the hit like login button, when you hit it, so you cannot get a blank page. So you need to redirect to some other page. So in module Q, so the next module which needs to be executed is module Q. So when after successful login, you need to be redirected to this home page of this web application. So how can we go to this home page of the web application even if it is not developed yet? So what are this stub and drives? What they do, they take some similar features of this login page, and they are interconnected, and this is how we get a picture of a stub and a drive. So even if this is not developed, we can connect this, and you are redirected to some other page by taking some features they develop, and you are getting the output. So this is how it works. So these were the assignment questions. Thank you everyone.